Hello there, guys. This is your man, Tube Man 777, coming back at you. Now, guys, I know a lot of you been thinking, Tube Man, you've been sounding a little bit down in the previous several few videos, and that is kind of true. Because ultimately, at the moment we're living through unprecedented times. You guys know that. With the whole big bug. I shall not say the name, otherwise my video will be demoted and almost hidden uh, due to the algorithm. Thanks, YouTube. So, guys, um, and as such, guys, I haven't been able to do my thing. And what is my thing on YouTube? My thing is travel and travel as a man. Guys. So don't worry. As soon as this whole situation with the big bug and everything that has kind of entailed because of that, I will be on my travels again. So don't worry about that, guys. Now, for you fellow geeks out there, let me give you this computer analogy. We should all know women have the same basic hardware, but their software is different overseas. Think of the women in the West as Windows 8 or any kind of Windows software package in the past 15 years. Slow, bloated, and full of malware. Now let's picture women overseas as a new, fresh, clean install of any distro of Linux. Now I hope you guys are following. It's a whole different ball game out there, literally. Now guys, I wrote an article about this whole thing on my website, tubeman777.com, way back in 2017. So feel free guys to check that one out. So guys, I believe a man needs to go through ordeals, trials and tribulations to become someone. In my opinion, travel does maketh the man. And guys, when you are traveling, a part of what makes you kind of a man, and how travel kind of does maketh the man in you, is going through ordeals, going through difficult situations, There's been a few that have been standout for me, Some have been kind of the mild kind of situation or problem that you need to solve. That's what it's about, problem solving. And there's also been situations earlier in my traveling career of experiences, especially when I was still blue pill a few years ago, where things got a little bit dicey, things got a little bit almost dangerous. Um, but I got through all of those, and it made me a better man for it. Um, in life, from what I've learned, if you do go through some resistance and difficulties, that struggle, where you think at the time, oh shit, why do I have to be going through this? In the end, when you look back at it with hindsight, realize it was that very experience of struggle and, going through shit in your life that actually made you who you are. Guys, I really do think one of the best ways for us as men for initiation is to get out there and travel because we have so few initiation methods in the West now, pretty much zero. So I think, that's something that helped me, definitely on my way to becoming a man, as well as being red pilled. And I suggest for you guys that's something you should consider. Now, as you guys have seen in my previous videos, I have been going in deep, deep on the Western woman, you know, and that's because obviously I haven't been traveling at the moment, and but more importantly, guys, I wanted you guys out there, especially you younger guys that um, at the moment don't seem to know what's going on, or you've just discovered the whole manosphere. Um, but you guys, I made those videos because I wanted tongue-in-cheek videos because I wanted you guys to kind of get what's going on in a kind of fun way, um, because there's a whole world out there, guys, and pretty much for the taking. As soon as you get your passport, and you're out there, and we can all start traveling again. Once this big bug situation's over. I made those videos because it's a real crying shame, for you guys to just be in this kind of matrix and letting kind of women like that have a monopoly over you. Um, guys, I believe in competition in every sense of the word. Now, I'm not sure if you guys kind of realize this or not. Some of you guys out there are very, very perceptive, like myself. But when I said to you guys about traveling, I did mean by yourselves, Um, and, that kind of travel, I suppose, has some kind of stigma, you can almost say. The man traveling alone abroad, what could he be up to? But guys, especially you younger guys, you've got to kind of put that to one side because ultimately it's your life, Um, but that's something that did come up, when I was traveling back in the noughties, the mid noughties, Um, but guys, put that to one side. It's your life, and at the end of the day, you will benefit hugely from becoming a man and developing yourself and gaining a whole new perception of the world and becoming just a well-rounded individual. And that's what it's all about, guys, I'm a moderate guy, and I believe I became a moderate man as I am because I did travel. When I did start to travel in my mid 20s. And guys, with any monopoly, the person who has the monopoly becomes very, very lazy. You could almost say fat and lazy and slovenly, and that's true with anything, whether that's in the business world, um, friends and family, anyone that's got a position where they're completely dominant, and can control the whole marketplace. I believe in markets. I believe in the marketplace, you know. And that goes for women as well, because at the moment, Western women seem to have a stranglehold on men in the West. And I believe with travel, you guys can get to see a bigger picture, you know. You guys are only in one small part of the market. So, guys, I'm not about preaching to the converted or preaching at all, really. I'm all about freedom of choice, expression. But I'm not about decadence, That's where I draw the line. I'm all for freedom and people doing their own thing, If you want to live your life in a certain way, that's on you, you can do your own thing, as long as you keep it to yourself. So in that regard, I'm all about the freedom. So, guys, I'm of the opinion that, personally, I don't travel just for travel's sake and doing the kind of taboo thing of kind of being the sex tourist. That's not what I'm about, and I don't want you guys to kind of get that from me. What I'm talking about, guys, is self exploration, getting out there in the world, doing things for yourselves. No, I mean my guys my age, we're the kind of older millennials slash generation X, I believe. I'm there in the middle. But I'm all talking to you younger guys, the younger millennials and yeah, of course, Gen Z, definitely you guys. I'm talking about you guys. Of course, when once this whole crisis situation is completely over and things are somewhat back to normal, I think you guys should start booking your flights. Um, well, first of all, save up, save your money and stop spending it on frivolous things, things that don't mean anything. Things, do I have to say it, such as porn, games, computer games, stop wasting your time, guys. Please stop wasting your time. Time goes faster than you think, and it does go quickly. Believe me. So, for example, guys, when you are traveling, as a traveler, unless you go into some kind of very easy kind of resorts that a lot of people, my fellow countrymen, do in the UK, they go to places like Spain. There's a lot of resorts in Spain, especially around the kind of Costa del Sol kind of areas, those kind of places where it's all very, very easy. It's not really traveling, they've got many kind of uh, places you would find in the UK, So it's not, I don't really count that as traveling. You're not going to kind of find any difficulty in kind of grasping the local language or trying to have to have any difficulty. It's just like a pleasure place where you can get drunk and just do a bit of hedonism and it's not my thing. As you guys probably have seen, I'm more of a cultured traveler. I like to get out there and kind of involve myself with the locals, try and speak a bit of the language, even if you don't have to. I mean, Thailand, for example, is a great example of that. Thailand, you can go there, you don't have to speak any Thai. You can just speak English your whole life there as an expat, and you'll never run into any difficulties. I know people out there that don't know a word of Thai and don't have any intention of speaking Thai. Um, but I also know people out there that do speak a little bit, know a few words, such as myself. That's kind of where I'm at. I like to show a bit of respect to the locals, even if you don't have to speak their language. So yeah, guys, I'm all about freedom. You can pretty much do what you want, in my opinion, as long as you keep it to yourselves and don't try and force it on other people. And when people start doing that, then that's when we're going to have a bit of a problem. So, guys, either like or dislike. As usual, I'm all about that. It's about free choice after all. This has been your man, Tube Man 777, signing out.